Good morning, traders, and this is your Forex Day trade setup for today. So, what can we say? Friday was a bit of a crazy day with Trump's coronavirus testing, which turned out to be positive, and the net result was we had a bit of a sort of a sell-off on the dollar, and then sort of stabilized and came back roughly to where it was. Now, I still believe we have a flag or a channel here, so I still believe that we're more than likely going to see a bit of a break to the upside here. Okay, that being said, that gives us a weaker dollar, and that doesn't bode well for most of the markets. Okay, but that is kind of the picture that's starting to form here. We are at the top of the channel. The only thing that's going to change that view is, sort of a continuation to the downside here, bottom of the channel, which that is also possible. The channel has been respected. It looks like it may be respected again. And if I just use this level here and just line it up with these swing lows here, you can see that's a pretty solid rejection of 117.539. Okay, so this is back to the hour, and when you look at the hour, that is definitely something that I'm staying away from. So you can see the confusion, up, down, not trending, it's ranging, nothing that I really want to be trading at the moment. Okay, that being said, a break above 117.539 and a retest is going to get me looking for longs, and converse is true, is a break below 116.867 and a retest that would get me looking for shorts. Okay, we've got a bit of a gap here for today, but this congestion, not something I want to trade, so we're staying well away from that. Dollar Japanese yen, you can see the massive sell-off. Okay, basically breaking the range that we had there, or the channel that we had there, coming down onto supports, or just short of support, sorry. So, often when this happens, you can expect another move to the downside. So, currencies are looking rather shaky at the moment, specifically the dollar. You can see the massive sell-off when the news came out, and then the attempted recovery. We've gapped up, but up, down, big confusion on a level here, not really finding support. I think probably stay away from this at the moment. What more than likely going to happen is this gap's going to close, but where to from there, I think it's going to hinge on what's going to transpire with the politicians. So we've got election noise, we've got Trump's virus noise. So those are the two things that are going to drive it at the moment, and this is specifically around the dollar. So I think I'm just going to stay away from the dollar for now. British Pound USD, kind of a similar scenario. You've got a nice big range bar here, okay, which just indicates confusion. Don't really have, the closest real level is up here. We could probably use that as a level. You can see that swing low there. We did reject it here. We have rejected again, so that's probably the upper end of the level. We have regained the moving average. We are moving to the upside. So there's a lot of merit to be looking for upside, but look at this. Big down, big up, big down, big up, and then just total confusion here. Staying well away from this. Really don't see any opportunities at the moment for the dollar. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. So we had the sell-off as well, which is also based on the Trump noise, and then we regained. So the buyer stepped in and moved to the upside. Now those buyers came in pretty much, not an exact science, but you can see this area here. You can see where the selling happened, then the buying happened. So that's kind of where the buyers came in, which was 69.598, and moved it up fairly strongly to the upside. I would still stick with my original view on this pair, and that is I need to see a break above 72.37. So I want to see a break and a retest of 72.37, and that will get me long. Okay, it was trending quite nicely, and then the noise came through, recovered somewhat, but there is a gap. There's lots of gaps this morning across all markets right now, forex and indexes. So I would prefer to see the gap close today. If the gap can close today, it may give you the opportunity to move the upside, but in the same breath, that probably would put us into a fairly solid range. Okay, so for this, I would say watch. Let's just get this level. Watch this area here, and that is 69.910. If we can come back, close that gap, and we start making some higher lows, that would get me looking for a long, but it's going to be short-lived, I think, to 72.37. A decisive breakthrough this area here of 72.37 and a retest, that would definitely get me long. Okay, but yeah, we'll watch and see what happens here. It may just come back, close a gap, and then come back all the way down to the bottom. This would be another area to buy off as far as I'm concerned, 69.598, because I have a feeling most of these markets are going to go start forming some form of a range until we get direction. Okay, British pound, Japanese yen. Oh, that's the hour. Let's just get to. So we still have this area that I had in from last week, and you can see we are above it. But look at the tails here. It's not conclusive at the moment that this thing is moving to the upside. This is still looking pretty shaky as far as I'm concerned. So, and you look at the hour, big up, big down, big up, big down, big up, big confusion. Another one that I'm staying far away from at the moment. So I would more than likely expect, let me just get rid of that. There we go. Oops, almost knocked the mic off the table. So that is the top of the range where we are now. That's 136.674, and I'm just going to move this level here. That's the bottom of my range. Okay, I anticipate this to continue. I'm not really looking to sell this at the moment because of the bigger picture that I have at the moment, but yeah, I'd look to buy off the bottom here, but it could also just come back to close the gap. There's a fairly significant level right in the middle here, and that level is 136.060. So probably a gap close at least today, and then we're going to wait and see what transpires. Nothing I want to trade. Well, nothing I want to trade anyway. Okay, so Aussie dollar, US dollar. We had a fairly strong move to the upside. Then we had the noise come through and slight recovery. But you can see these two or three levels that I've got drawn in. If you look to the left, you can see the significance thereof. So there's the upper side and there's the downside. So that to me still holds very true. So buying off 0.71452 and buying on a break and a retest of 0.71937. So a fairly strong move to the upside. Could be a trend line break and a retest, but we'll have a look at that on the hour. There was my trend line break, and we're busy with the retest. Very possible. Same scenario here. I expect this gap to close, but looking at this, I mean, look at the sideways price action here. That's not something that I want to be trading either. So, and being a dollar pair, I think I'll just stay far away from it. And the last pair is going to be the pound Aussie dollar. Now, nothing much we can say here either. We had a move down, we had a bit of a range bar off a level, came in off this level here, the buyer stepped in and drove price up. We've had a gap down. So, the question is, are we coming back down to test some levels further down? Or alternatively, are we going to move the upside? So the thing to watch on this pair is, do we form a higher low? Okay. So what I mean by that, we've moved up, consolidated, gap to the downside. So this was the previous low, and you can see higher low, higher low, higher low. Is this another higher low? So it is possible, but it's also we're below the moving average again. So now it's way too volatile for my likings. There's no trends forming on any of the pairs that I can see right now, and this is going to continue for some time. I think this is going to be a pretty wild ride for the rest of this month at least, and possibly next month. Well, up until that first week of November, once the elections are over, I think it should stabilize a little bit. But at this stage, I think it's safer for me just to say keep your money in your pocket, trade sure bet trades that you can see. And at the moment, I don't see any. All I see is a whole lot of ranging, and ranges I don't like trading. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's it for me today. No, it doesn't give us much direction, but there are a few little opportunities brewing. It's going to be a wise decision if you've got time just to sit and watch them, and you may pick something up. But whatever you do, keep your stops tight and make sure that you take profit at the very next level. Don't try and anticipate big trends or big breakouts, because I don't think they're going to happen. Well, not today at least. Maybe later on the week when we get some more noise coming through. But for now, for me on the Forex, I think I will just sit quietly and wait my turn. Okay, anyway guys, hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.